Do 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 do. Beady 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 do. Beady 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 do.
Greetings and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. I'm sorry, Big Bacon's Bunker. It's going to take me about 35 years to get used to that change, but I will get there eventually. I'm Big Bacon. This is the Bunker. Today we're going to be looking at the Star Wars Black Series, Disney Plus Obi-Wan Kenobi series, Obi-Wan Wandering Jedi. That's a mouthful. So, why don't you just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show? So, as we always do, we're going to start by looking at the accessories, and there are quite a few of them. We're going to look at the figure, check the articulation, gear them up, and get them on the shelf. So, easiest one first. He has a blaster. The blaster is done in this sort of coppery metallic color, like a dark bronze. Looks like there's a bit of a wash to it. It's well sculpted. It paint for the handle. Yeah, no wash. It's just shadowing by the lights. But it is a nice looking piece. And just so you know, no, there is no peg hole for blast effects. That's right, I keep a couple on hand just in case. We have what is probably one of the better looking lightsabers I've seen, with one major exception. It is very accurate. Got some nice gold up here along the bottom of the emitter, but it's not painted very evenly. And yes, Mama Chef is singing along out in the distance. Gold there. Some nice black along the base of the handle. There is a peg on it. It has a peg hole in the top of the emitter so that you can port in the blade. The blade is a much thicker blade than I'm used to seeing. Very vibrant blue color to it. All in all, it's a good looking piece. And he comes with Lola. Lola is partly articulated. You can rotate these little flaps in the back. They don't go up and down, but they do rotate in and out. There is a ball joint on this thing. And this is a flight simulator. You clip it to the hand and it'll kind of make it look like it's hovering above the hand. Now, this piece comes with two accessories as well. One being this, which is a very small buzzsaw. Which, if you look closely inside here, there's a tiny little peg hole that you could just peg that into. It does stick out awfully far. Looks a little crazy, but it's there, and it's nice to have options, you know what I mean? The other, in case for some reason you didn't want it hovering, you can, very carefully, pop out that joint and replace it with a small set of legs. Now, if you've got a stand you're using, you can glue this to the stand. You could place it into his hand, but his hand's not very flat, so it doesn't stay there very well. But once again, options. It is, once again, ball pegged, so you can rotate it there. You can twist it up and down. Well, actually, if the feet stay stable, it would be the droid that would be looking up and down. So, yeah. We are going to attempt to display her, but if we can't, then she'll just end up back in the fodder bin with all the other accessories that aren't being displayed. Moving on to the figure. I mean, it does look like Ewan McGregor sculpturally. It's not dead on, but it's better than a lot of what we've gotten. Great sculpting to the hair and the beard. Looks like there's a little bit of wash in there. Paint is pretty good. Eyes are actually in the eyes. Now the skin tone on the chest does not match the skin tone for the neck and head. Lovely long sleeve tunic. Brown belt. Got a little bit of silver accenting here on the buckling. Pouch. Holster on this side. Peg hole over here. Okay, there we go. Got a split leg or a split side in the tunic. Brown pants, some wraps which match the color of the tunic, and then just simple brown boots. Does have a soft goods robe with a hood, and you can put the hood up, but it becomes a pain in the butt to get it back into a closed down position. Oh, what the hell, I'll show you. So it does go up. It doesn't sit perfectly on top of the head. It's just a bit of a pain. And like I said, getting it to lay back flat requires an act of God or Congress. Articulation. Head is on a dumbbell. Neck is on a ball joint. Looking up, he will only look up that far because of the hair. We'll look down a little bit. He can slightly walk like an Egyptian. He's got tilt and rotation. Arms will hinge up to 90. It will rotate, but if you're wearing the hood, it just kind of drags around and creases up and gets hard to get back into position. Now, if you look here, this is a very soft overlay. Whatever they've got under here is not full size. There is a ball joint at the waist, allows for that much back, that much forward, a little bit of tilt, and rotation, obviously. Legs will kick out really well. Kick forward pretty decently. Thigh cuff for rotation. Single jointed pinless knee comes up to 90, rotates at that knee. Foot hinges back that far, forward that far, front facing pin for rocker. Now the fun part. There is a single jointed pinless elbow up inside here. It doesn't quite come up to 90. It will rotate at that elbow. I saved this for last because the joint's actually hidden under there. Hands will rotate, although that one's a little stiff. What about this one? Yeah. And there is a vertical hinge on this hand. And a... What hinge are you? Can't really tell. But regardless, he's got a lightsaber hand and a trigger finger hand. And what I love is, if you look closely at the hands, you can see the fingerless gloves that the Tibidon Station one had. You can see the seam line for the glove right there, where the fingers cut off. So, let's get him geared up, shall we? Now, he's living a simple life, cutting up sandfish on Tatooine. So, even living on Tatooine, living a simple life, you gotta have a sidearm. And it takes some work because of the cloak to get that into place. Once you do, a little peg, and the weapon is holstered. Now he is in hiding, so his lightsaber will be pegged onto the belt. Fits perfectly in that crease there. And then it just gets covered. So I will know it's there. You will know it's there. But anybody else walking into my room has no clue. And then we are going to attempt to place Miss Lola onto the hand somehow. Now to get the feet adjusted. Now the ankles are very weak. They move very easily. And there we have him, the Wandering Jedi, Obi-Wan Kenobi. What do you say we take a minute and get him up on the shelf? And there you have it. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell. And I will see y'all next time.